if you align yourself to the move of God and what God is doing in that season, not only will the presence of God benefit your environment and do that which God wants it to do in that season and space, but it will also transform and change your life. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Melody, and if you are new to this channel, welcome to House of Hosting Heaven. This is a platform that I created for women like you and me, women that are ready to partner up with God in intentionally designing the Christian lifestyle we love to live in. And I am super excited to have you here. So today is a story time, like you have just noticed in the title. Can I just say that I missed you guys? I missed just hanging out and having a kind of like life update and kind of like a story time. And I have been thinking about you guys so much, and I have been wanting to come here and just like unpack and just chill with you ladies. So if you have a moment, grab some juice, grab some water, grab a hot beverage, and I want to give you guys a quick just a quick story time that I'm hoping that you guys are going to enjoy as per the title. So keep watching. So ladies, before I begin, I just want to thank you so very much for all the support that you have been giving this channel. We are 80,000 subscribers strong, and it is because of your subscription. It is because you keep sharing the videos. It's because you keep coming back to the channel. And I am so deeply grateful for your love, and I hope that you stay, and I hope that if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, you get to subscribe. As some of you have also noticed, we have been going through this interesting season where I have been releasing some new music. Now, I want to give you guys a story time around that and kind of unpack and explain why we have been having songs on this channel. Many of you know that this channel is actually a prayer channel. We do prayer videos, we do guided meditations, we do Bible studies, we do affirmations, and I do quite a few story times as well, and some advice videos. So I have a lot of different things in the pot, in the mix. If you can hear a baby crying, that is my little bambino. That's Zion crying. He's with his dad and turned 7 today, so he thinks that he's the boss of us. So there he is crying, and he's not even crying at this point. He's pretending to cry, which is so weird now that he's 7 and he knows how to do it. It's mummies, in the comment section below, if you're a mom and you know what I mean, just say, Mel, I know what you mean. So as some of you have been noticing, there's been a bit of music on the channel, and what actually happened about 2.5 months ago, so which is now almost 3 months ago, the Lord spoke to me and gave me an instruction to start releasing exactly 4 songs. Now, I'm not too sure why it had to be specifically 4 songs. But I was sensing God leading me to release 4 songs and almost create something that looked like an EP. An EP is a smaller version of an album, which usually has 4 songs. So I just said, okay, God, I clearly see that this is on your heart, so I am going to start doing it. So I called my music producer, the one who produced my first song, More Lord. If you have never seen that song, I have an amazing dope video of that song. I'm gonna link it in the description box below and somewhere up there as well. So I called my music producer and I say, Dumi, this is what God wants us to do. Dumi was like, I'm in, let's do it. If God wants you to do it, let's move. So I literally say, Dumi, create 4 instrumentals for me, and I want to start writing music. Now, mind you, I have never written music like that. And yes, I have written More Lord, but many of you actually have, I think I've kind of shared the story of how More Lord actually happened. It was a worship session where I was doing covers of other people's music, where kind of just More Lord naturally was birthed out of a spontaneous moment of worship, and we just pressed into that moment and we actually came out with a song. That's how More Lord came out. So it was my first time ever like sitting down with a clean bit and just saying, okay, God, what do you say? And the first thing that I heard from God was revival. Now, what God was saying in that space was that there's a certain revival that He wants to usher onto the earth, and He wanted me to facilitate it through the ministry and the gifting that is upon my life. And sometimes I think that this is such a beautiful, actually, teaching point, that sometimes God wants to usher specific things, whether it could be in a city, or it could be in an environment setup, it could be even at work, or it could be in a family setup, it could even be in your personal life. And what He does is that He says, I want you to position yourself in a certain way so that your gift facilitates the flow of the Spirit that is about to take place and happen in this space or in this environment. And so I understood that God wanted this revival to take place, and I almost sensed that this was a revival that was taking place in Capetown. And God wanted this revival to be facilitated through the modem of prayer and worship. And I specifically had to stand as a worshiper and not necessarily as an intercessor. So I just yielded and I say, God, this is your gift. You gave it to me, so I'm going to put it on the table and I want you to use it. Exactly 3 months ago, we started on this journey with my music producer. He gave me these sounds, and I said, Dumi, I just want soaking kind of atmospheres, where people can just soak into the presence of God, worship that allows people to press into the heart of God. And Dumi came, man, he was true to the assignment. He understood the assignment. He gave me these 4 instrumentals, and I started to write on top of them. So needless to say, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I had never written songs, but I actually wrote all 4 songs in one day. I just sat down and I said, God, I am a portal. Use me. Tell me what you want the world to hear. And so I started to write these songs. Now, the interesting thing about the songs that I've been writing is that they're not necessarily songs that are really honoring and reverencing God. They are more so songs that are posturing and positioning people so that they are in a space where they can worship God, right? So it's about really, really, really posturing your posture so that it is in alignment to what God wants you to do. So I have a song called Rain Is Here, which came out last month. We have our first song as well called Adonai. And all of them are about the person who's actually worshiping. So there's a bit of an interesting dynamic there that it's not really a worship song, but it's a song that's getting you ready to worship. So that's something that I want you guys to take note of as you are listening to these 4 songs. Last weekend, which is this last Saturday, I actually just recorded my last 2 songs. And I will tell you something, guys, I have never seen such massive, incredible shifts take place in my personal life. Guys, I'm talking about things that I would have needed to pray for, to go to school for, to get qualifications for, to, just do a lot of work towards, that God, by reason of me just strategically being positioned and saying, yes, I'm going to be used as a portal, use me as a channel. I'm willing to be useful in this project, this kingdom business that you are doing in the season. The things that started to just take place in my own personal life are so miraculous. And I am sensing a leading that God wants me to share some of these miraculous things that took place on my journey in the past 3 months. And I want to actually do that series. So please pray for me. I have a little baby. Sometimes I have a heart to come here and sit and talk to you guys. But I have a little human being who wants me to just cuddle him and hold him, and I have things to pour out, but I sometimes don't have time. So please pray for me, because I actually want to be able to do these videos. And if I can today, I'm going to record a few so that I release these videos on a daily basis. Very little editing, but I want to inspire and encourage somebody that if you say yes to God's leading, if you say yes to God's call, if you align yourself to the move of God and what God is doing in that season, not only will the presence of God benefit your environment and do that which God wants it to do in that season and space, but it will also transform and change your life. I'm telling you guys, so many things have changed in my little family's life and in our lives. And the first announcement, I think that I want to share is that, guys, we are moving. We are moving after over a decade of being in Cape Town. My little family and I are moving out of this province, and we're going to a new province altogether. There is a whole journey of how that happened, and I want to share it. There is traces of multiple miracles that took place on that journey, and I want to share them. There is so many quantum leaps and just exceptional miracles that God worked out of my personal journey that I want to share with you guys. So I'm super excited at what God is doing, but most importantly, I want to share with you guys that when you listen to these 4 songs that we have released so far, we've released 2. The next song is coming this coming week, the last week of the month of July. I want you to listen to them with a fresh ear, because they are prophetic, deeply profound, prophetic and potent words, which are not just words, but they are cries and chants in the realm of the spirit that are literally causing shifts to take place in people's lives. And I don't want you to take these songs lightly. Listen to them with an expectation and a hunger and an expectation for God to do something in your life, because I really truly believe that God is doing something with these songs. He has done things in our personal lives with my husband, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And I'm going to be telling one story at a time, so that at the end of it, everything makes sense. So I don't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to say this is what has been happening in my life at the moment. And the next video you're going to watch is a video of me sharing my first miracle and my first awareness of what God was doing in the atmosphere. So let's get to that video right now. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you to all the new subscribers. If you watch and you haven't yet subscribed, please give us your support by subscribe, become a part of the family, and let's do life together. My name is Rutendo Melody Gambisa, also known as Melody Heaven, and this is House of Hosting Heaven. See you in the next video, and let me share my story with you.